Hey guys, today is August 11th of 2021, and I wanted to go over Cameco. We've got some requests, getting an update on Cameco, what's going on. Let's get into it. I'm of the school of thought and leaning that there's going to be a possible swing low in August. But there's other things that are popping up that could be possible that the swing low is very imminent, like in this week. So I'm going to go, how I normally look at the chart and just tell you what I'm seeing. And then you decide what's the best approach for you in regards to risk and probability. As you can see, using the market profile, 6 months, you can see that this is the battle zone, point of control. 70% of the volume is here of the trading back and forth. So 721 is key. Value area low is 1578. We did a low 16 on July the 17th. You can see linear regression is pointing down. We're below the cloud. We're battling at the 20, and we're below the 50 and the 100. And you can see that this is a major resistance, 1895. And right now, it's just a couple of buy signals. But, I'm on the sidelines, and I'll explain why. If you look at the weekly, this was a daily. On the left is the weekly. You can see there's a big support coming in here in the cloud at 1546, value area low, using 9 months. It's at 1436. You got the 50 right here. You got the end of the linear regression channel down here. So I think this would be a great buying opportunity somewhere around here, if we ever get there. And the point of control, you can see that it's still 17. That's the battle zone. You can see linear regression is pointing up. And if it holds here, then it could go up. But if it flushes down, this would be the nice area that I'm thinking I'm going to load up the truck. As you can see, it looks like A, B. I'm thinking C, and then we go up. As you can see here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is still in the works. It hasn't flushed down yet. Let's look at another thing. I call it the squeeze play. This is the monthly, weekly, and daily. As you can see in the daily, the pressure is narrowing down. You can see there's red dots here, and you can see now that the momentum or the buildup, or if you want to call it an explosion, like wherever you point the missile and then it just fires, it looks like the pressure wants to go up. We got a buy signal here, PPS. It's been holding the 20 on the daily, and it's just battling that 17 area. But you can see that the momentum to the upside. On the weekly, you can see that the pressure is going to the downside, but this is the trigger. So it could reverse. And since August is the month I've been narrowing down, could be a possibility. These are smaller time frames. You can see that it's just fighting. All the moving averages are wiggling down there. So let's go into this chart. You can see that using fractal fib levels, you can see that this 17 is key level right here. If not, is going to push lower, will be 1549, which could, be a double bottom, and then it could pop up. You want to watch that. Same thing here, 1760s resistance right there. It's just kind of in a narrow range. Action reactions line, there's nothing really there. And on the pitchfork, you can see that we're still trying to battle right here. We're trying to hold that angle. So it's very important. If it flushes, it could be halfway midpoint, and then it'll kind of reverse and get back in. If it really pulls down, this could be an area to be watching. But right now, it's trying to get back into the pitchfork. So that's where the battle is. That's where the volume is. And that's what everybody's focusing on there. There's nothing there. Gann fans, you can see that the 1x3. Remember when we were here and I was talking about it? Look, now we're here. And I'm also watching the 1x4. Just in case there's a flush, this will probably be it. As you can see this right here. These two levels I'm watching. If we get that flush, and it's into August, the last week around there, the third, second, third week, then this is, and we get here, I'm buying. If it just dances around here and then it just bottomed out here and is going up, then, my thesis was wrong. And then I just have to, buy at, pullbacks to then ride and do the wave 5. So far, this has been holding the 1x3, the market profile. Those are key levels you want to watch. There's nothing there. You can see the speed line, 3x8. It's still holding there. And the Dewey cycles, you can see how sometimes it doesn't pan out. Here it kind of like worked out. Here it says now it's going to pull in. And this was going into August. That remains to be seen. Gann swing is still negative on here. And on the advanced Gann swing, now it's positive. So it's kind of mixed in this chart. As you can see, the reason why I think 17-ish is the battle zone, as you can see, this is the vibration point, the strong vibration point. So even though we're in the lower price, 16 was here, there was nothing really there, open space. But you can see that 17 is where the battle is. If we could continue, I think the high was, 1773. And then we came right back here, so it got pulled back in. If we flush out 16, which is here, and it pushes lower, let's say 15, 14, this could be a good area too. Buying opportunity. Any of these levels right here where they're, the 90, the 135, the 45, all those, but even stronger when you get the angles in there from the square and the triangle. I think that's it for this chart. And as you can see, these are targets too I have right here. And it would be 1554 all the way to 13. There's the 50, another small target area. This is where we're dancing around. That's the weekly. You look at the daily. The daily is showing that this is A, B, C. And they probably could continue going up. I'm still waiting for it to flush down. As you can see, these are the targets right here that I'm eyeing on. Kind of match up with the Gann square. Let's see, anything here? 1698, that's a fib level. 1478 is the one, 1.618 right there. So let's get out of here and let's go into the master chart. So for those that saying, you know what, I think the bottom is in right now. You got some momentum and you got some things backing you up. We'll start off with the seasonals. You guys been following me. You can see we'll bring it in one by one so you kind of get an idea. Right here is the annual, and you can see that it bottomed right here. So in theory, you got something backing you up. Is it 100% always right? No. As you can see, here was the top, and the top came over here. So, but if you want to ride it and think that it could be here, it's going to go up. You got the annual natural cycle confirming that, and then the annual decimal is pointing up into September. You got the fast and the mid, and they're both bottoming out right here as we speak. This week and last week, using the natural cycles. Using the 10-year, again, you can see that it just fluctuates all the way down to October. So that's bearish. And we don't want that. Using the quant analysis, you can see that right here, from here to here, it was down, but really it was flat. It just really went sideways. And then here, and then there's nothing here on the quant side. So that's those are the natural cycles. Now let's go into the solar cycle, and you can see that it's also bottoming here, and you see that it topped out here, but it really topped out here. So looking at here, this could probably be the bottom, and now maybe it could start going up. So this is for the bullish person, for the people that want to be bullish and want to have a possibility they could go up. This is telling you there could be a possibility they could go up. That's the solar annual cycle on that. Let's see, the spectrum analysis kind of showing bearish is very mixed. Nothing confirming, I mean, it could flush down. I don't think it's going to go all the way to September. But we'll see. Using the composite of that, it's the same thing. It's showing bearish all the way to, you can see that it was off here, bottomed here, came up here, and now it's going down there. Neural net also pointing to September. We'll see. Turbo cycles, you can see that it bottomed out here, make a low, and now it's pushing higher all the way into August 24th. So that's bullish. Nothing there. Nothing there. Let's see. You can see this is a level 1802 you want to keep an eye on using the fib extensions. We're right now dancing at the 1727, which is at 23.6 Fibonacci level. So that's the battle zone there that confirms the market profile. Levels to watch. These are Gann squares that I'm watching. Actually, I forgot to show you my... Yeah, I deleted it. My esoteric cycle. So this is why I'm believing that towards the end of the week or the end of the month, we're probably going to do a wave 5, a flush down, and then it's going to be bullish. Just because of my esoteric cycle. So you can see how it dances, kind of popped up here, pulled back, came up here, and now if this is going to work, then this is where my mouse got stuck. This is where the flush is going to go. If I'm wrong, prices are going to go higher, and this didn't work out. So I'm leaning on the Gann wave, indicating that August could be the possible swing low in this move. I'm leaning with my esoteric cycle that is pointing down in August towards the end of the month. But there's some things indicating that it could turn now upward, which is all the other cycles I showed you, like the annual. Like right here, it's already pointing up. But my esoteric cycle is saying, no, it's a little more deeper. And counting Elliott wave, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that 5 flush, kind of lines up with my Gann wave and the esoteric cycle, which I'm leaning more towards. So when it comes down to, it's about decisions. What are you going to do? What are you going to lean on? What happens when your plan doesn't work, or your forecast, or what you're thinking, Cameco could do is not doing it. The plan B is that if prices go up and take out that 1833, then I'm going long. My esoteric cycle is not going to pan out. My forecast for swing long in July is not going to play out. It's already in here, and we're going to go higher. So those are my thoughts. I don't think there's anything else I could show you, but this is the reason why I think there's one more flush coming in, and it's to get these weak bulls out of the picture. You got that 200, which also could be a good entry point if it holds. So those are my thoughts. Let's see how it plays out. And then we'll revisit the end of August when we get to September and see what played out. If it went higher from here or flushed down. I mean, if it flushes down and I see a good level to get in, I'm buying. And then I'll post a video. Say, hey, I picked up some Cameco, and let's see what happens. I think in August will be the low. Hopefully you like this video. Just wanted to show you, because somebody hit me up and wanted to see, what's my thoughts. These are my thoughts. If you want to get in, you could get in. I mean, there's people that have been getting in here and been buying here, but they're getting chopped. So it's all consolidating. But if you're in and you get that big flush, don't get scared because, in a couple of weeks, it's going to turn. But it's all about risk management and, what you're willing to risk and what you're willing to lose. So I'll leave it there. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on Cameco using Gann, price and time, technical analysis.